morning. Happy Tuesday to everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday thus far and keeping warm, honey, because it's a little chilly out, okay? It's cold outside. How you doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome. This is the Caramel Rail Show. I am Caramel Rail. Thank you guys for stopping by. We got some great topics for you guys this morning, so I hope you guys are ready for a great show. Let's go ahead and speak to everybody. While we're here, Miss Deborah Johnson is first. Thanks for being here, ma'am. Miss Deborah Johnson is in the building. Good morning. SD Warren is here. Sylvia Blow is here. Big Steak is in the building. Lisa Bell is here. Good morning. Says, I'm here and ready, friend. Aye. Okay, we here. Kim Jones is here. Hey, ma'am. Hey. Denise Slay is here. Good morning. Delilah T is here. Cassandra D is here. Says, good morning. Good Tuesday morning. Shirley Terry is here. E. Parker is here. George Denise is here. My top flight Rose is in the building. Hey, Rose. Hey. Lana Thomas is here. Good morning. Alan Ford is here. Kim Naughton is here. Erica Butler is here. D. Nice is in the building. Shirley Terry. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning. Angela Cuff, I see you. Verdi Tulu Taylor is in the building. Darlene Mungum is here. My other top flight is in the building. Scorpion Miss, thanks for being here. And everybody coming in. See, I got y'all early this morning. Y'all thought I was going to be coming on at 9:30. No, 8:30. The kids are out of school today, guys, because they people got to vote today, so kids are out of school. So of course I had to be up a little bit earlier to get some things done because my son is home, honey. That means breakfast and other things. So I had knocked that out. So I said, let me go live. SR Warren, hi. Felicia, I see you. Sylvia Blow, hi. Okay, and everybody coming in. I see you. It's Cookie Dough. Thanks for being here. Everybody's pouring in. Everything said in the video is a legend, in my opinion. So I hope you guys don't mind. We're just like an hour early. Y'all know usually I come on at I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know I usually come on at 9:30 versus 8:30. But we are here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I had to get that. Thank y'all. All right. Okay, so we multitasking here. We're trying to multitask. All right, so thank y'all. Thank y'all. I got a message I had to reply back to. All right, so let's get into our show. Y'all know we do politics first. We're going to be talking about some Epstien stuff as well. Updates on that. Thanks for being here, KBR. I see you in the building. That's my other top flight. Okay, don't be acting a fool, honey, because they got their cape on in here. Y'all get to acting a fool, and y'all know what it is. Let me go. Let me do something right quick with my show, honey. Cause I don't want no bullshit in here this morning. Cause y'all know how some of these folk in the bushes be acting. I ain't got time this morning. So let me go ahead and get my shit right. Y'all give me a second before I jump in. Hold up, back it up. All right, there we go. Let's get my show right here. So we don't have no bull-ish. I ain't got to cuss nobody out this good morning. I don't feel like it this morning. Now, I'm trying to be saved this morning. But some of y'all, not all y'all, some of y'all be sending me there, honey. I got to go back and get saved after my live because y'all be doing too much. But all right, so let's get into the show. Again, politics is first. Let's jump on in. This may be some good news to some of you guys. Let's jump into it, honey. All right. Again, for those of you that want to vote today, please go out and get that in. Go ahead and vote, honey. All right. That is your right to vote. Y'all know black people, we could not vote back in the day. So if you guys have the capability to do so, please do so. Please vote. Please vote because it would ultimately help out in the end. All right. Vote. All right. According to the Shade Room, it's saying that Trump administration is to use SNAP contingency fund to partially pay for food benefits for November. So it looks like everyone will be okay for the month of November while they figure out this entire shutdown situation. Let's go ahead and read up on this just a little bit so you guys will be familiar with what's going on, okay? All right, so as previously reported, federal judges ordered the Trump administration to use emergency funds to partially cover SNAP benefits as the government shutdown continues. Now the administration has announced its plan. So according to CBS News on Monday, which was yesterday, the U.S. Department of Agriculture told a federal court that it will use a contingency fund to issue partial food benefits for November. Now, Patrick Penn, a Department of Agriculture official, said that the administration intends to deplete SNAP contingency funds completely and provide reduced SNAP benefits for November of 2025. Okay, come on. Yeah, let's go ahead, because y'all, we ain't got to clap. We got the sound effects. Okay, let's use our sound effects. Yes, God. Okay, come on in here, Lord. I love it. All right, so let's get back. Penn, okay, Mr. Penn, honey, said that there is about 4.6 billion in the contingency fund. See, look at Trump. We're not going to be able to do that. You got 4.6 billion in the contingency fund, which is less than the estimated 9 billion required to cover the benefits fully. So therefore, the 4.6 billion will be used to cover 50% of eligible household current allotments. Okay, that's good news, right? So we still gonna get some food on the table. It might not be as much as you want. You probably can't get 2 buggies, but you're gonna still be able to have some food in your house. All right. So in this declaration, Penn warned that the recipients may experience payment errors and significant delays, all right, due to variations among state eligibility systems, which must adjust or be adjusted to accommodate the reduced payments. All right. So that he said for at least some states, USDA's understanding is that the system changes states must implement to provide the reduced benefit amounts and will take anywhere from a few weeks up to several months. Okay, so more than 40 million people receive SNAP benefits, which is an estimated 22 million households that will benefit. Okay, so hallelujah for that. Okay, so folks will be getting some money. It may not be as much as you want. If you're getting $500 a month, if you get 250, go on and take that. Okay, go on and take it. Don't be sitting there with your mouth, with your lip poked out. Wow, I usually get 500. Don't have that attitude. All right, because a little bit is always better than none. Right? Let's look at it that way. So hallelujah for that. Hallelujah. They're gonna use all of the contingency funds for SNAP benefits. So thank God for that. There's money there. The emergency funding, that's what it's for. Thank God they're gonna go ahead and use it. Because y'all president, honey, not mine, because Obama's my president. He's on some bullshit right now, and we're gonna have to get on. We're gonna have to go ahead and impeach him up out of office so that we can go ahead and do what needs to be done. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we're still in politics. Let's get into it. Y'all, please pardon me if I sniffle just a little bit. I do have a slight cold from being outside in the air. All right, we're trying to get it down. So Governor Gavin Newsom's wife, Jennifer Sabelle Newsom, honey, calls Donald Trump the worst president in our nation's history. Hallelujah. Said that she said that she refuses to raise her kids to see him as a model leader. Me either, girl. Okay. Yeah. Let's get into what she had to say. I like her. All right.
And I will tell you right now, I will not raise my children to think Donald Trump is an acceptable American leader. Nor that he is what the leader of our great country should behave like. Yes. I won't raise them to think his terror enables his power and that his greed equals success. He is the exact opposite of what real strength looks like. So in our house, Gavin and I will continue to teach our kids what strength really looks like. If you see someone sitting alone at a table, you invite them to your table. If you see someone being bullied, you speak up and ask an adult for help. And you always, always tell the truth. Maybe if Donald Trump's parents had taught him any of these lessons, we wouldn't be in this mess. On the contrary, Trump is enriching his immediate family and cronies. He is stripping away our rights and our democracy. When he knows he's going to lose, he cheats. When the game isn't rigged for him, he rigs it himself. Sometimes no is a full sentence. Trust me. That's right. But Donald Trump's never accepted no for an answer. He's a con artist, a predator, a malignant narcissist, in chief, and the worst president in our nation's history.
All of it. think about that? I like her. Okay. All of that, man. We take all of that. We take it all in. All right. So yes, she spoke facts, all of the things. Shout out to It's on Site. We're gonna move on, honey. All right, because we got a lot to talk about. Shout out to Ball Alert on this post here. For those of you that live in this state, honey, you're flying out somewhere, you probably experienced this. Imagine being in a 3-hour delay because TSA is so backed up. All right. U.S. travelers face chaos as TSA staffing shortages cause 3-hour Houston airport waits. Baby, I would be so irritated. Listen, because I will wait, but I don't like to wait a long time. Hence the reason I don't like to go in stores and shop unless I absolutely have to. But this shit here will send me. Like, I like to get in and out. I'm sorry. This will send me. So imagine waiting in the airport for 3 hours to get where you need to go. That means you got to be there. You got to be there extra out earlier, way earlier, because you got to stand in line for 3 hours in order to make your flight. Let's get into this. Shout out to Ball Alert. In Houston, you guys, this is the airport in Houston. People waiting 3 hours to board flights. All right, so it says Houston airport waits stretch past 3 hours as TSA staffing drops. People are not coming to work. People are calling out sick. People are like, y'all ain't got my check. I'm at the house. All right, they're not trying to be working for free. They're just not. So a lot of people are calling out. Inconvenience for others who are trying to rely, but understand, right? Yeah, that's horrible. I would not want to deal with that. All right, so I'm gonna let that play while I read to you guys. Now, it is not just Houston locals feeling the pain. U.S. travelers flying through the city are facing 3-hour security waits thanks to major TSA staffing shortages. Now, the long lines have turned Houston's airports into a travel nightmare, with passengers missing flights and scrambling for alternatives. Officials say that help is on the way, but for now, arriving extra early is the only way to make it through. Now, would you tough it out or change your travel plans? Now, if you have a flight that is like 6 a.m., you're gonna probably have to be there at maybe 3 or maybe 4 o'clock, 3 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So imagine having to wake up that early just to get through TSA to make your flight, and you still may not make it, depending on how fast the line is moving. So that sucks to get up and get there that early, only to still miss your flight because of staff shortages with TSA. Because you got to go through TSA to get on the plane. You just do. But if they don't have enough people there in order to keep the lines moving expeditiously, shout out to TI. Yeah, that could be a damn headache for a lot of people. So if you are flying out from the Houston airport there, just be prepared to wait for 3 hours. Okay. Yeah. Be prepared to wait 3 hours. Let's move on. That's one of the other things that's going on now with this damn shutdown. Okay. So we talked about the Baltimore police officer who was trying to run down or chase down this man. You guys remember I showed y'all the video in his car where he was trying to run him down. So let's go ahead and get the update on that, because now they've identified who the officer is. I told you guys that the officer was suspended, but you guys know they do be suspended with pay. So it's like a little vacation for them, so to speak. But they have now announced who this officer is, and his boss at the police station has now said, hey, this right here is something that we don't tolerate this. This is embarrassment to our precinct that this person is even out here doing this type of shit, because this is not how we train them. So let's go ahead and get into the update on that. Shout out to Tori Yorgir. All right.
We now know the name of this Baltimore police officer seen in this video trying to run down a man in North Baltimore. Now, I told you all about this story yesterday on Wednesday. It's my previous video. And today we're hearing from the police commissioner for the BPD. That's Commissioner Richard Worley. He says when he first saw the video, he thought that it was AI until quickly realizing it wasn't. It was actually one of his police officers.
We had to make sure the video was real, and then it was just one of those, like, oh no, I knew what it was going to be. It's just egregious. That's not what we teach our officers to do. It's not what we want our officers doing, and it's going to damage our relationship with the community, which is the thing that we're trying to build up the most.
And again, that's the commissioner of the Baltimore Police Department talking about this viral video. We now know the officer in this is Robert Parks. He's a 5-year veteran with the BPD. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can take a look at my previous video. This is the story about the Baltimore police officer trying to run down a man. He was interacting with that man. We know from the man behind the camera and the man shown in the video before that man decided to walk away because he didn't know what the police officer wanted to talk with him about. And that's when we see the officer get in his cruiser and accelerate directly towards that man, who then began to run. Now, the commissioner was first to bring this up during a consent decree hearing on Thursday about the BPD's reform efforts. The hearing was already scheduled prior to this video. We have more from the commissioner and other officials, and we'll keep you updated on this story over on WBALTV.com.
Shout out to them. All right. Shout out to WBALTV.com. All right. Y'all want to hear more about that? You can go over there and see it there. It says that we now know the name of the suspended Baltimore police officer seen in the viral video that was shared on, I think, yesterday. It said an investigation is pending per PPD, okay, Baltimore Police Department. So you guys can, again, if you want to read up more or see more about that, head on over to WBALTV. All right. Yeah. So shout out to the person that videoed this, because obviously they knew the person who the cop was trying to run down. So if it wasn't for that person videoing, this never would have probably happened. All right. This officer probably never would have been held accountable for this. And I'm pretty sure this is not the first time that he's done this. His fat ass didn't want to walk. If you stop hanging out over there at Dunkin' Donuts, then you'll be able to do your job properly, okay? You could have got your fat ass out and chased him down, as all officers are supposed to do. But, yeah, you use your car as a weapon against a pedestrian, okay? And you weren't supposed to do that. And that's why your ass is what? Suspended. Moving on. That's what your ass get. Lay off the donuts, okay? And get your ass out there and run. Moving right along. All right, my president. We got to talk about my president, okay? It would be remiss for not talk about him, because y'all know I love him. Obama. All right, he is so smooth with it. I see how he got Michelle, because he is so smooth with his words. I said, now I see why Michelle fell for him. All right, because he just have a way with words, and he just got that. Obama just has that swag about him that just make you be like, all right, shit, just take the drawers off and just throw them at him. Shit. All right, should I have said that about him? I don't know. But let's get into it. Barack Obama, honey, my president. Hold on, y'all. All right. Had to hilariously calm down a woman during a rally. All right. He tells her, you look cute, but I'm married, honey. All right. Michelle is fine too. Ooh, hold on. All right. I had another moment. All right. Let's get into it, honey. Shout out to the BF Daily now. Okay.
Oh, I love you, but hold on. I heard you, girl. Just settle down. I'm here to talk to everybody, not just you. I mean, you look cute, but I am married.
Oh.
Michelle's fine too.
Oh. Yes, Obama. Yes.
Oh, I love you, but hold on. I heard you, girl. Just settle down. I'm here to talk to everybody, not just you. I mean, you look cute, but I am married. Michelle's fine too.
Yeah. I love the little head nod at the end. Come on, Obama. I love him. Y'all can never make me hate Obama. I love Obama. All right. I wish he could run again, y'all. Oh my God. I would have to vote twice. I might go to jail, but it'd be worth it. Y'all come bail me out too. All right. Y'all raise some money and bail me out if I vote twice if they let Obama run again. God, listen. Look at, he just got that swag about him. All right. Even though he got the gray up top, he's still child. Obama just, he does it, child. He just does it. All right. They said what a real president looks like. You see this Trump? You see how they love him? You see how when Obama come in the room, everybody's smiling and want to shake hands. When Trump bring his ass up there, everybody like, Lord, here come this motherfucker again. That's how they be when Trump come in. But Obama, when he come in the room, he come in the room. Yes, come in the room. Come in the room. See how they love him? See how they just adore him? There's a difference, child. They don't do that for you, Trump. I know it bothers you. See how they just smiling? They just love him, child. Me too. I wish I could have shook his hand too, Lord. Whew. Let me wipe this tear from my eye. Lord, have mercy. That about sent me, honey. What y'all think about that? Shout out to Obama. Let's move on. I had to give a little fake tear for you, honey. Woo, hallelujah. All right, let's move on. Y'all know I love Obama, honey. I love him. Ooh, I love him. Yes, I do. All right, so let's get to our next topic. Let's get into some Jasmine Crockett news because we definitely got to talk about her with all this shit going on. All right, so Governor Gavin Newsom features Representative Jasmine Crockett and other prominent Democrats at Yes to Prop 50 rally. Okay, let's go ahead and get into that because you know she's gonna read down, honey. I love her. Let's get into it. Purple politics. Thank you.
Some of y'all even know his name. And, you know, he decided he wanted to answer the call. Not the call of the people, not the call of Texans, but the call of Donald Trump. Right. So he says, "Yes, Mr. President." The president said, "Well, you know I'm fucking up." This is me paraphrasing. And so he said, I'm not going to win. Like, I know enough to know history. And I know that the last time I was in office, but when 2018 came around, I lost all them seats. And so now that I'm looking out for my homies, the billionaires, and I'm making sure that people are going to go hungry in the streets of America, I'm making sure that we're losing jobs to the tune of losing about 1 million jobs in this country. I've installed these tariffs that don't make any sense and don't help any working families. And oh, the price of eggs. Oh yeah, I didn't fix that. And oh, about those wars. Well, yeah, I'm trying to start a new one. So guess what? I'm going to just have to make sure I cheat my way through, because like that's the only way that I ever win is when I cheat, right? So Abbott said, "Yes, sir, whatever you need, sir."
Yes, sir.
So they decided to go after these seats.
You don't do that from a position of strength. Donald Trump is nothing if not this: weakness masquerading as strength. As a consequence of that call and a recognition that he will lose the 2026 midterm election, he didn't expect you to show up. He didn't expect any of this to happen. He thought maybe we'd have a candlelight vigil, maybe we would hold hands, maybe we could all come together and do an op-ed in the LA Times and, just say woulda, coulda, shoulda done something. They never expected this. They never expected all of you. They never expected this show of unity and support and recognition. And look,
it is incomprehensibly awful. He becomes president of the United States. He betrays every promise he ever made.
Indeed.
He promises to bring down prices. Prices are going through the roof. And instead, what does he do? He takes trillions of dollars away from people's health care. He takes money away from people's food assistance. And he puts all that money to a tax cut for big corporations and rich people. Because this is all they're ever about.
Some of y'all even know.
That's the truth. All right, that's the truth. Say no more. We're gonna move on. All right. Trying to get a little political stuff in. Let's get into the mess. All right, let's get up off that. Let's get into the mess. All right, so we're going to look at some fashions. Y'all know we like to do that from time to time, so you guys can vote on these fashions. All right, they had like a little awards ceremony, and I like fashion as well, so we're going to add that in. So it says these celebs served style and grace, honey, at the 2025 CFDA Fashion Awards. Okay, these two on my screen, I love down, honey. Y'all know Tiana Taylor and Angel Reese, honey. Yes, so we're gonna go ahead and look at these fashions. Y'all can put a 1 in the chat if they are serving, honey. Put a 2 if it's a hell no for you. All right, put a 1 if they are serving that look, honey, and put a 2 if it's a hell no for you. All right, so shout out to the Shade Room, of course. Angel Reese, and let's do them one at a time. Angel Reese, let me know how y'all feel about Angel Reese look. All right, I don't know about the blonde hair with this. It's something about the blonde hair that's throwing this whole look off, but let me know how y'all feel. I can't give her 100% on the look, but the outfit maybe, and I don't know why she's holding it up like that because it's making it look weird. But let me know what do y'all think about this look? Angel Reese right here where my mouse is moving to. It's kind I'm giving superhero-ish. Okay, put a 2. Y'all put 2. Yeah, I see all 2s. All right. So let's move along over here. Teyana Taylor, what y'all think? Is she serving this look or no? Is she serving this look or no? Teyana Taylor here in the white jacket is a 1 for serving the look. Put a 2 if it's a hell no for you. Somebody said Dr. Blonde hair. Teyana Taylor right here, honey. Y'all like Teyana's look? Her makeup is flawless. Whoever beat her face, honey, is giving. All right. The jacket is different, but it's nice against the the long little pencil skirt look. Okay. Y'all like? Somebody say 1.5. Okay. Let's move along. Brandon Blackwood and Olandria. I'm not sure who they are, but what y'all think? What y'all think about this? Okay, he's giving a hey girl, and I like the way her dress accentuates and pushes the boobalicious up. Okay, so yeah, she's got a little curvaceous, got a little thigh out. What y'all think about this brown look? Y'all feeling that? Okay, let's move along. 1 if it's serving, 2 if it's a hell no for you. All right, I see some 1s and 2s. All right, let's move on. Now, this is Sierra. I love Sierra, y'all. I love Sierra. Why is she aging in reverse? She is giving Benjamin Button right here, but she looks good. I love the bob look on her. She's serving that. Okay, this white is giving all of that. I got to give you a 1. I'm gonna go ahead and vote for all y'all. Sierra is giving 1 right here. She is serving this look. Y'all hear me? And with the little white little shawl thing around her here. Yes, I'm feeling. Yeah, that's a 1 right there. All right, thank you, Sierra, honey, because you look good. Let's move along. JT, okay, from the City Girls. What y'all think? Them shoes is a hell no with that outfit, baby. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That don't look right with that. Whoever styled you, them shoes is not a look with that. All right, the hair. I cannot do the hair with that. No, ma'am. You should have had a black, maybe a black hair or darker color. I don't know why everybody want to bust out this blonde. I can't, honey, with that hair. And the shoes just don't go with that. Okay, you should have maybe had some silver, cute something around the ankle. Okay, because we know how to dress over here too, something like that maybe. But yeah, them shoes are hell no. All right, let's move along. Ryan Destiny, I like Ryan Destiny and Law Roach. Okay, I ain't feeling all this shit up here around the neck area. Okay, I'm just not. I'm not. Ryan Destiny, she's serving sleek see-through. Okay, look like she got on some cute little shorts up under there and a cute little half shirt or half top. Okay, I love the short look on her. Face is definitely beat. I always love a pointy toe. That's cute. What y'all think? Yeah, I like the sheer look for Ryan Destiny, but his suit is a hell no. What y'all like? Okay. All right, we're gonna move on. I see y'all voting. Okay. Jordan Woods. Y'all like Jordan Woods? I don't know about this look. I think you got too much derriere because this ain't falling right back here. I don't know. This is just regular schmegler for me. Somebody else with another blonde look. Blonde must be in now. I don't know. Okay. I ain't feeling it. Somebody said no. Oh, y'all so honest. I love it. Okay, let's move on. Okay, Jordan Woods. Saweetie, honey, rapper Saweetie. Now that's a cute color on her. I love the way this color bounces off the skin. That's giving. Okay, the shoes. We'll take the shoes with that. That's a good look. What do y'all think? It's still kind of mediocre-ish, but it's cute. I like this little, whatever that is, the little train look. It's cute. Y'all like that? The color is definitely cute on her. I love it. That's Saweetie, honey, the rapper Saweetie. All right, Tamron Hall. Y'all like this look? Honey, the girls are smushed to the guys. They are smushed, but we'll take it, I guess. I don't know. I feel like this dress, because of how it's falling right here, maybe it should have been stopped up above the knee. And that could have been cute. And this dress, the sleeves maybe should have been taken off for it. I feel like you're too covered up because you got the body to accentuate this outfit, okay? I feel like you should have maybe done a bob look instead of this updo. I'm not feeling that. So maybe a bob look, no sleeves, and the dress should have been above the knee. What y'all think? Yeah, she does look a little uncomfortable. It's given that you're going to a funeral or something. I don't know. It's too much damn black for me. I cannot. It's just too much. It's too much. No sleeves and bring the dress up a little bit, okay? Because you got the body for that, girl. Moving on. Y'all are crazy. All right, come on, Naomi Campbell. Y'all know she's a model in here. Okay, what y'all think? Okay, she got on her shades or whatever. She looks great as well. Y'all know she like 70 something years old. She looks damn good. All right, so we like, I guess the white. I don't know. I gotta give you a 1.5, maybe, girl. Okay, what y'all think? I would say 1.5. We'll give her 1.5 because she is a model in here. All right. So Venus Williams and her husband. This is her husband, all right, because y'all know they like. So that's her husband, Venus Williams, honey, and Andrea Pretty. that is her husband. What y'all think? I'm not feeling her dress. I got to be totally honest. I'm not feeling your dress, love. Okay, I don't know who styled you, but no, we'll take the hair, we'll take it, and your makeup, your face beat is giving, but the dress is not. Okay, I don't like it. Okay. He look all right. He look all right. Okay. She's got a nice looking white man as a husband. All right. She just got married. So shout out to her on that. But this dress, I don't like it. Maybe if it was short and maybe sleeveless or something. I don't know. But all right. So that's it for the look. Somebody said shaking my head. The thumbs down. So thank y'all for that good old vote. Let's move on. All right. Just a little fun. That was a little fun in there. Had to get y'all involved a little bit. All right. So we got some congratulations in order for someone else who I also like. Okay. I like this person as well. So let's go ahead and give her flowers, honey, as she deserves them. Shout out to the Shade Room again. Shout out to Miss Sherry Shepherd as she received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She deserved it, right? I like her. I like her. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. We're going to play something else.
On the planet that were sent here to bring light, and then there are other people who are here to be light.
Yeah.
Sherry is a person that is light. When she walks in the room, you feel it, you know it. She makes everybody feel seen. That's a special gift, and I'm thankful to God that he gave it to you, and I got a chance to witness it up close. You are really an incredible human being.
Even at her worst points in life, she has given her gift to bring other people joy. You would never know what it cost her sometimes to make other people laugh and to make them feel, and I am so grateful to call you friend.
There are many people on the planet that were.
Yeah, I like that. Come on through, Tyler. Tyler gonna always come through and give you a sermon, right? So shout out to Sherry Shepherd because she definitely deserved that. She is a hard-working girl and she's very humble too. I like that about her. She's not one of those. She can be, but most of the time, the majority of the time that you see her, she's very humble. So I like that for her. Thank you so much, honey, for all your contributions and congratulations on your star, honey. Ain't that something? That's a huge accomplishment to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, honey. Yes, God. We love that for you. Okay. We love that for her and Niecy Nash. Oh, not crying, girl. Come on through, Niecy Nash. Niecy looks great as well. Shout out to her. So that's them unveiling her star. Okay. Yes. So shout out to her on that. Okay. Moving right along. We love that, honey. That's black girl magic right there. All right. So let's get into some Teyana Taylor news. Y'all know she is dating a foreign one, honey. And she's sitting down with Kim Kardashian. Why she interviewing with her? I don't know. Kim Kardashian, as I call her. But they are sitting down and they're talking about Aaron Pierre. Y'all know he is fine. I love his accent as well. So Teyana, girl, you upgraded whenever you left Amon Shumpert, honey. You did. You upgraded. But let's go ahead and get into this interview because she just gushes over him. You can tell she is so in love. He's just so touchy-feely with her. And I think that's something she said she didn't really have a lot when she was married to Amon Shumpert. But let's get into a little bit of this interview that she did with Kim Kardashian. All right.
This album, you made a short film that starred this man. Are there any cons to working with your partner?
Any cons? I think the only con is that I couldn't just take him down anywhere I wanted.
Come on, take down.
Okay.
Other than that, everything was pros and goes.
Aaron is known as Mufasa. Have you ever called him that? In the bedroom. I'm just kidding. But not.
But not. I have not called him Mufasa in the bedroom.
The machine is picking up some deception.
Really? Where?
Just a little bit. Have you called him Mufasa anywhere else?
Yeah, somewhere else, like when we make jokes about Pierre, that's Mufasa, but never in bed, only because I actually would feel cringe being like, yeah, Mufasa, Moo, take me to Pride Ride, Yeah, so I never called him Mufasa in the bedroom, but yeah, we do make Mufasa jokes.
Come on.
This album, you made a short film that starred this man.
She's so gushy over him. I love them two together. I ain't even gonna hold you, but I feel like she found a real one. It's something about his eyes that just draw you in when you look at him. He just gives, I don't know, it's always something about a person's eyes, but his eyes in particular, it just gives something. He just has that overly sexy something about him that just make you want to just keep staring at him, right? it's something about his eyes. I don't know what it is. And that's probably what she fell in love with, is, among some other things. Because he is a tall, virile man, as they say. But yeah, you got a real one, honey. And he is a great actor. And he is very much so affectionate. Just seeing them too, like when they're at games or when they're out in public and out and about on like red carpets and stuff. He's very affectionate. You can tell he's very much in love with her as well. So there might be some wedding bells soon, child, because they do love each other. But shout out to Tayana, honey, for being a little open about her relationship with Aaron Pierre. Y'all like him? I do. I like Aaron Pierre. All right, so let's get into the toxicity of it all. We kind of talked about it a little bit last night. I wanted to go live again, but I was tired as hell. So I said, I'll just save it for Car Chronicles. As you guys know, Blueface is out of jail and made his first open appearance, public appearance rather, with his children, which he should. I thought it was cute. He also had Krishan's baby. Krishan had to be there, of course. I think she's trying to worm her way back into his life. We're going to see here in a minute. Calissa, which is Blueface's mother, came out to talk about how Krishan showed her ass and started fighting and carrying on, which is why Jaden Alexis, Blueface's other mother, was saying she didn't want Krishan around her kids because she's too unpredictable. She be high on that, as they say, allegedly, and she get to acting a fool. She get to acting like Ike Turner. Y'all know when Ike Turner was sniffing that white stuff in the movie and want to be in there and be fighting Tina. That's how she be acting, okay? She's giving Ike Turner vibes a little bit. But let's go ahead and get into the bullish, okay? Hollywood Unlocked, thank you. So Blueface's mom, Calissa Safford, does not rock with Krishan Rock, especially after today's circus with Blue, which is Blueface, all right? And Jaden Alexis, of course, y'all know she showed her ass as well. We're going to look at all of that. Let's get into it. So there are some text messages between Carlissa and Krishan. Okay, let's go ahead and read them, get in their business since they shared them, right? So she says, I don't F with her under no circumstances. It will always be a hell motherfucking no. All right, she says, I only did it for the kids, meaning Carlissa. She's saying, I don't fool with no damn Krishan. Okay, the last time she tried to fight my ass, no, I don't fool with her. So Krishan says, if you want me to take him, I'll meet you in the valley before I go. No, that's Calissa. So Calissa is in purple. Krishan is in white. So Krishan says, biatch, up you. Okay. She said, y'all ain't never gonna see my son in y'all life. So leave me the F alone. So this is what Krishan is saying with her crazy ass. She must be on that shit again. Says, Calissa then says, I understand. Now I was only showing unconditional love. I don't get that shit twisted because I ain't want to see your ass either. I added that part. All right, so let's continue. All right, so there's the crazy eyes up here at the top, and then it says, "Oh, you not ready?" LOL. She said, "That's what's up." Yeah, top of November. Says, but I'm just making sure that you straight people always hitting me up to check up on you. Keep doing you though, so that I know you good. Always you. Always you tough. That don't make no sense. Says never to dim your light or keep you in a house. Says, well, I'm back and I don't want no beef, no drama, just love. I wish they would have said who this was. Says, I understand and I'm not mad at you. Maybe I was asking for too much. You've been living and I ain't stopping none or starting none. Ain't nothing. Says, okay, well, enjoy your night. I was just stopping by to see you and Junior soon. Maybe this is Clarissa. Says, miss me, whatever that means. I don't know. All right, so Clarissa in purple here says, okay, it got to be blessed. Praying. I said, okay, it got to be blessed. It don't make sense. Praying for you and him always, regardless of the circumstances. Krishan then responds by saying, girl, shut the F up. You delusional. So Clarissa, which is Blueface's mother, says, I thought you were saved now, girl. See? Says, that's the only reason I tried, girl, because I thought you were saved, but I see you now. So Krishan then responds by saying, yeah, I am, but I don't got to be nice to the devil. He sent you. What? So Clarissa then responds by saying, no, ma'am, the devil would never send anyone in peace, child. So let's continue. So they arguing back and forth in text messages. All right. Clarissa is in purple. She says, are you okay? I just told you I tried to reach out so Blue could see all his kids. So Krishan responds by saying, there's no disguise. You are sent on the devil's behalf, child. So Clarissa then says, says, okay, Rock, I don't want to keep arguing. I'm trying to do the right thing. So Krishan responds by saying, ain't nothing angelic about you. You will pay for everything that you have done out or put out in this world, even against your bloodline. Mark my words, you are finished. That could be seen as a threat, okay? You gotta watch your words here, girl. So Clarissa says, I feel sorry for you, but we'll be praying, honey. Says, I rebuke all evil against all God's chosen in Jesus' name, honey. When she gets saved. Okay, says that so Krishan responds by saying that you the only thing that's sorry. Stop projecting. She want to argue. See, when you be high, that's all you want to do is argue and fight when you're high. But so Krishan then responds by saying, no one against you, that it's what's inside of you that's against the version of God that lives inside of you. Yeah, okay. So Clarissa then says that God said, Lord God, in the name of Jesus, I pray you speak to her soul and let her see the truth, the way and the light, Lord. Says that I bind any spirit of evil that's keeping her bound, feeding her lies about who I am in Jesus' name. So you sent her a prayer by way of a text. So Krishan then responds by saying, I rebuke you, Clarissa, go away. This shit is so stupid. Clarissa then says, said that you don't rebuke the person that you rebuke the situation that brings you discomfort. Said that you don't have the authority to rebuke God's children, only he does. But you just rebuked her. Okay. Says, just want to teach you the right way. So this is a class in rebuking. Oh, okay. So so Krishan then says, go away. You bored? What the hell? This is so high school. So Krishan then says that you could then have got him. Why wait till now? Clarissa then says that I've been asked and you said no. So Krishan then says that no, biatch, stop lying. All right. So I'm not sure what all this is down here. That's too small to try to read. We're gonna move on. Okay, so then it says here, it shows where Clarissa is saying, I'm trying to get some Christmas pictures with all of my grandbabies. I'm renting a studio in LA. Can we make it happen? Meaning, can you bring little Krishan so we can see him and take the pictures with all of the kids for Christmas? And then Krishan responds by saying, it's been crazy, but if I need to be praying for something, please let me know, I guess, to come hold him. I'm here. I don't know. That shit don't make no sense. It's all jumbled up. All right, so it says, but I won't tolerate no one calling me the B word, so I'll just let it go. Krishan then responds again by saying, biatch, shut the F up. You ain't getting nobody's son. Oh, wow. All right, so they're continuing to insult each other back and forth. Says, no, ma'am, I don't. Says, nah. What she thought was you was going to be excited to scream your link out on her lives. Said she found out fast that you don't put clout over family or over your family in real life. Let's continue, honey. They are too. All right, so this is what we were showing you guys last night. This is Blueface with Krishan's baby. Krishan, of course, is there because she got to be child. She could have just gave the baby to him and let him spend a couple hours, and then he could have called and said, hey, come and get the baby, or I'm gonna drop the baby off. But she had to be there because I feel like she's been waiting for Blueface to get out of jail so she can be back with his ass. Okay. I told y'all her new boyfriend looks like a younger version of Blueface. I feel like she's been having these space fillers in men until Blueface get out, because she was seen dapping the sweat off his face and rubbing his stomach and all this. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's given that you were waiting for him to get out, but let's go.
Yeah.
No, she videoing me. I'm gonna video her too.
We've been on our show. We're on your show.
Oh, I didn't know.
We're on live. Yeah. Pretty girl. She with Mom Dukes right now. Where your camera at? What is it called? What is the link called, Carlissa?
Come on now, you tripping now. You doing
We
too
on
much.
live. No, we not.
You doing too much now.
See, look, nobody want to be real on camera.
So you don't ever want to be around Clarissa, and you told her that you made it very clear that she can never see or get your son because you don't fool with her like that. But now you want to act all family oriented on live just to make it seem like you and Clarissa are cool when you already done cussed her out multiple times and called her the B word and told her to shut the F up. Now you want to put the camera on her and you want to show yourself there. I feel like that was clout driven. Okay. And why are you filming Jaden and Alexa's kids when you know she don't fuck with you on any level? Like, that's crazy. If I don't fool with you like that, why are you filming my kids? And that's why Jaden and Alexis came down and regulated your ass. But let's continue.
Girl, I can hug you.
She said she asked enough for
Girl.
I'm telling you, stop.
Right, but
That's Blueface's dad here.
it's so weird. So we not. Kumbaya.
They're like, she's so fake. Now, this is the same person who just put you out of Blueface's house a couple months ago. All right. Was on camera throwing your ish out and getting you up out of Blueface's house. Now, you sitting over here acting like that's your favorite person in the whole wide world. You and your baby was put out by this man right here, Blueface Daddy.
Hey. So y'all can record me, but I can't record y'all? Oh, you can record me. Oh, wow.
So I thought you were over here.
I was drinking regularly too.
Come on, JJ.
Hey, bro, look. Look, everybody fried, y'all. Everybody's fried. Because I caught the real. Nobody's beefing. Everybody just be doing stuff for clout. I'm trying to reconcile. She fake trying to reconcile. So I can't give her.
Come on.
One thing for sure and two things for certain. You bitches go.
This is Jaden Alexis, Blueface's other mother.
Go on live talking about, oh, and if you talk about my son and anybody that talk about my son and this is what happens to them and da 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 da. No, and if any bitch play about my kids or disrespect my kids or disrespect me about my kids, yeah, we gonna see how far I'm willing to take you. I'm not no buster bitch about my kids, okay? I don't let anybody just play with them. I don't let anybody just be around my kid. I don't let anybody. It ain't like that over here, okay?
What?
Play that over. You guys want to go bowling?
I don't think that's appropriate dialect in front of your daughter. Okay. I really don't think you should be talking like that in front of your daughter. Maybe make them sit in the car, close the door, and then go, film over there. Then your daughter gonna be talking like that. That's too much. But okay.
Bowling, 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 bowling.
All right. So Clarissa is then addressing Krishan.
I just want y'all to know that people is playing on the internet. They're playing games. They're playing games right now. All I asked was for her not to touch me. I had nothing against her bringing her child, whatever. She stalked us. She pulled up in a black truck. Nobody asked for her to come, but I get it. That's my son's possible child. She brought the child. That's what he's supposed to do. But touching me and touching my hair and all of that other stuff, I asked Krishan 2 or 3 days ago if she wanted me to take the baby up to the jail with the other kids, and she called me all kind of bitches, and I'm gonna post it so y'all know that this is her playing her shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
She called me all kind of bitches, told me I'd never see her fucking son, stay the fuck away from her, all of that shit. She's playing internet games.
Mm-hmm.
She's playing with
a mess, child. A mess. Let's continue, honey.
With my grandkids. She's playing with her own child. She's playing internet games right now. I'm going to post the messages where she is literally cussing me out, threatening me and everything, when all I asked her was, do you want me to bring the baby up there? No, I don't want you touching my hair today and trying to be extra friendly so you could get Journey on camera so Jaden can come up there and destroy the grandkids'
Period.
whole moment with their dad.
Period.
After 2 years. You would do that? You would do that? She attacked my security guards on camera, federal agents. She attacked the security guards on camera. It's on camera. She attacked the fucking security guards. Jonathan is caught in the middle of the worst fucking experience of his life, y'all. Y'all need to pray for him because he is really trying to do the right thing, and people is playing internet with my grandkids. She's playing with her own child.
Yeah, just PSA. I didn't approve for no crackhead bitch to be around my kids, so I hope everyone's in the same place when I arrive. I'm on the way.
Uh-oh.
I'm on the way.
Honey, no music. So that's him with Krishan's baby. He's trying to be a father, child. He's trying to be a father. To a possible, as the mother said, child. Okay. That's all.
Hey, my mama? We got Journey somewhere.
Why must everything be documented? Okay, this is his first day out. You don't need to video him being a father. Like, let him be a father. This should have been a private moment between him and his kids. Like, I don't see why this had to be recorded to make it look like, oh my God, he's a wonderful dad. Just let him do this like in private, get all of his kids together, go to wherever you guys are going to go, and you don't have to film this, because now look how it blew up into this huge catastrophe where everybody is now talking about it, including myself, on social media. Like, why? What's the end goal here? I said it last night. It's so sad that Krishan's baby is now 2 years old. Look at his legs hanging down. He should be walking. He should be able to run around and enjoy this little game room situation here. But again, you know, Krishan is more focused on Blueface versus being a wonderful mother to her child. It's a clout chase for Krishan. You didn't even have to be there, to be honest with you. You didn't have to. I don't think that Blueface is going to do anything to harm that child. You could have dropped him off and allowed him to spend a couple hours with that baby and then come get him. But you had to have a video moment for clout as well. That's what it's given.
Okay. Here, you get the stroller.
Right on Blueface's
No, I don't care. You know, I don't.
So we're gonna stop it because I don't want to see all that. Let's go ahead and get into the other video that I found. Because yeah, she won't done, honey. We're gonna get up off them in a second because I know y'all getting sick of them, because I know I am, honey. But let's go ahead and get into this video that I found in addition to. All right, shout out to Yahoo Live. Shout out Yahoo Live TV. Let's go ahead and get into this.
He's fat as hell. That brother fat. He's fat as hell.
She's trying to slide back in. You can see her. She couldn't wait for him to get out of jail so she could be toxic. Couldn't wait for him to get out so she can be toxic again. And then he knocked the rest of your damn teeth out. And I do not approve that in any way, shape, or form, but it's giving that, girl, you love toxicity. You love it. All right, so let's move on because I'm tired of Blueface and Krishan. Let's get into some other topics that. All right. Let's get into some more topics here. Can you guys see me? Hold on. Hold on. All right, we're having a little situation. Hold on. Let's re-add me, honey. Stream, y'all adding the fool. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 if you guys can hear me. Put a 1 if you guys can hear me. Yeah, we had a little moment where I froze, you guys. I had to refresh my device. Put a 1 if you guys can hear me before we continue. All right, I see the ones. Thank y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and move to the next topic. We had a little moment where it froze up slightly. StreamYard is on that BS again. They know, child, cuss them out because I pay y'all every month for this raggedy bullshit over here. So y'all need to get it together, honey. We're gonna go ahead and stop that next payment. All right, let's get it now. Moving right along, shall we? Baller alert, thank you. Now, 2 Mississippi sheriffs among 20 are accused of taking bribes in fake cartel scheme. Y'all, let's get into this news that I know y'all gonna be able to use. Ooh, honey, somebody's in trouble.
Let this be a lesson for those sworn to serve the public that if you're a good law enforcement officer, the FBI will always stand with you. But for those corrupt individuals who abuse their office, we will come for you.
We're learning more about those indicted and what the FBI is calling a drug trafficking conspiracy. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Greg Hurst is off tonight. The indictments include more than a dozen Mississippi law enforcement officers accused of taking bribes while helping criminals. WREG's Brian Didlake has been following the story and has the latest.
We're here today to talk about some incredibly serious allegations that mark it's just a monumental betrayal of public trust.
Clay Joyner announcing the indictment of 14 Mississippi law enforcement officers and 6 others. Two of those indicted sitting sheriffs Milton Gaston of Washington County.
Let this be a lesson.
And Bruce Williams of Humphreys County. All defendants facing federal drug and gun charges.
I think you could probably characterize it as a sting, but again, the original complaints that began the investigation were from drug dealers.
Drug dealers who officials say complained about having to pay bribes. The highest, more than $30,000, according to investigators. The Mississippi officers mentioned in the indictment promised to provide safe passage of narcotics throughout the Mississippi Delta region. Now, while 14 of the defendants were local law enforcement officers in Mississippi, 6 others were indicted as well. WRG digging deeper found out that those arrested were in Shelby County as well as northern Mississippi. Documents show those 6 civilians committed crimes in Greenville, Mississippi. However, all had addresses in Memphis, South Haven, and Horn Lake. Investigators identified the group as the investigation expanded.
Well, that's what we internally refer to as the Memphis crew, because when those drugs got to the state line, those folks were recruited by someone
in Bruce Williams
who was already in the conspiracy.
For the officers and sheriffs who were being investigated, were they suspended at any time during this investigation?
Essentially, no. We did not make an approach to have them.
So you allowed them to continue to commit the crimes that they were committing. You did not suspend and or fire them once you, well, not fire, but put them on some type of suspension or relieve them from their job while you guys do this investigation. Y'all just allowed them to keep working? Really?
Suspended because that would have absolutely identified the fact that an investigation was taking place.
Investigators say they hope these arrests turn into convictions so justice can be served.
What the public needs to see, I think what all of us would want to see, whenever you have any kind of corruption that we're dealing with, is accountability. And that's what the next step is delivering accountability.
In Oxford, Mississippi, Brian Ditlake for your news leader, WREG News Channel 3.
Crazy. Your jobs as a police officer is protect and serve. You know how much you have to go through to be a police officer? Why would you F that up to be involved in some illegal bullshit like this? Like, they got to go through being tased and all that type of shit. And you messed that up. A good job. Some police officers make really good money. But let's go ahead and read up, honey. Shout out to Ball Alert. Now, a major federal sting operation has rocked Mississippi's law enforcement community, exposing what officials say was a betrayal of public trust at the highest levels. Now, on October 30th, federal prosecutors announced indictments against 20 individuals. It goes on to say, including 14 current or former officers accused of accepting bribes to escort what they believe were shipments of a Mexican drug cartel. Y'all, it is in Mississippi, child. Now, the sweeping investigation, years in the making, covered counties across Mississippi Delta and reached into Memphis, Tennessee. Among those arrested were Washington County Sheriff Milton Gaston and Humphreys County Sheriff Bruce Williams. Both are accused of using their positions of power to greenlight illegal activity for cash. Now, it is just a monumental betrayal of trust or public trust, said U.S. Attorney Clay Joyner during a press briefing. It goes on to say the court documents allege that the officers provided armed escorts on several occasions for an undercover FBI agent pretending to be part of a cartel. Damn. It said that they were told that the shipments contained up to 55 pounds of the cocaine, honey. Now, in some instances, they were even protected by drug money movements. Authorities say that the bribes ranged as high as $37,000. Ain't that crazy? Now, Gaston allegedly disguised his payment as campaign contributions without reporting them. Wow. So that's fraud too. So it says that the operation started after complaints from arrestees who said that they had to pay off law enforcement. So some people reported them saying, I had to pay off law enforcement, and they wanted to know why. What you paying law enforcement for? They get paid. So law enforcement is only effective when the community that they protect can trust the law enforcement officers are honestly serving the community interest, said FBI Special Agent Robert Eckhoff. So 19 of the 20 defendants also face federal weapons charges as well. Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves responded saying that the law must apply equally to everyone, regardless of the title or position that they hold. Okay, so they got their asses. Somebody snitched on them and everybody came tumbling down. So shout out to the police officers for posing as cartels and catching their ass, because that's how they got caught. All right, moving on. That's crazy. I don't know why people get involved in shit like that. Eventually, you're going to get caught. Eventually, somebody going to talk and you're going to get caught. That's just how this shit works. Let's get into some more news. All right. Deion Sanders news as well. Let's go. All right, I like Deion. Let's get into this. All right, he says, I'm still a dad, honey. Shout out to Revolt TV. Of course, Deion Sanders got emotional when he was asked about Shedeur Sanders surprising him in his office during the Browns bye week. Let's go.
So these shenanigans put a damper on it. I haven't seen my son in a long time. Forget the game, forget this, forget that. I haven't seen my son in a long time. So that was quite emotional for me, him surprising me today in the office. And then, you know, that walk isn't about nothing but him. I'm praying for him during the whole walk. I'm making sure he's focused and locked in. He came and got treatment, worked out, but that's beside the point. I'm just happy to see my kids whenever I get an opportunity to see them. I'm still a dad. So
why are you here? Why are you here? I know you need your son. I know you need some love and affection. I know you need your dad. I know you need some love and affection. You playing today? Look your stuff on. You playing today? I know you need some love and affection, dog. I know. You do too. You do too. You do too.
I love that.
Sometimes. Bobby cute. You need to stop. Yeah.
He's so happy to see his son. I love that.
Cute. Feel good. Put my feet back on this carpet, man.
I love that. I ain't seen my son, and then he come walking in, and he's just like Christmas child, this big old Kool-Aid.
Here.
He love his kids.
Why are you here? I know you need your son. I know you need some love and affection. I know you need your dad. I know you need some love and affection. You playing today? Look your stuff on. You playing today? I know you need some love and affection, dog. You do. I know. You do too. You do too. You do too. Prime time. Bobby cute. I'm just chilling, man. Bobby cute. Feel good. Put my feet back on this carpet, man.
I love that for them. Shout out to Deion, man. He love his kids, and he love his grandbaby by his daughter. He love that baby. He always have that baby. So, yeah, shout out to Deion, y'all. Shout out to Deion. Y'all know he had some recent health issues, and he appears to be doing well now. So, shout out to him and prayers up, child. Let's get into Monique, honey. Let's move this show along. Y'all know I get talking, honey, and lose track of time. Got to keep it moving. Won't that something? I love them. All right, so let's get into it. VS Gent, let's go. Monique says that you have to get comfortable telling people who are always begging no. Well, people tell you no all the time, like Oprah and Tyler Perry. They tell you no that they're not about to do no public apology for you, but your ass still asking for that. But let's get into it.
How you deal with people that don't understand and they just begging and asking? Begging and asking.
You've got to get comfortable and know. And you've got to get comfortable with your no with no explanation. Because when you say yes, they don't say, why you say yes? They just say, what time can I pick it up? Are you zelling it? Are you overnighting it? But they never say, DC, why you say yes? So the moment you say no, you've got to be comfortable in, why you say no? Because I can. And that's it. And it took me a long time to get comfortable in my no's. And it cost me a relationship with my biological family because I was so used to saying yes that the moment you say no, you become the villain. And that was very uncomfortable. I didn't want to be the villain. So I would say no, but okay, because I don't want you to be mad. I don't want you to be upset. Till you get to a place where you're looking in the mirror and the person looking back is mad at you. Because they're saying everything you said you wouldn't do. And now you have resentment for yourself, not for them. Because you're resenting the fact that you didn't keep your word to say, I can't take care of you. I can't take you along. But a lot of things go with that. A lot of us don't want to be by ourselves. So we take people along that we know don't deserve it. Because you're simply afraid of being by yourself. And then you look up. And you have people that you got to get mad at yourself because they said, you knew who I was.
Right.
You knew I was a taker. But now you thought something was going to change. You just have more to give me.
Yeah.
So you have to get comfortable in your no.
Anybody have a problem saying no? Okay, some people just so nice hearted to where they don't like to say no because they don't like the response when they say no to a person. I mean, I kind of agree with some of what she is saying. You do have to get comfortable with saying no because you get people that will use the shit out of you and they will not feel a way about it. They will use you. Who was that I was reading up on? Chris Tucker was saying once he became famous, most if not all of his family quit their job because they were like, oh, he's a millionaire now, thinking that he was supposed to take care of them. The same thing happened with Gerald Levert. Gerald Levert was taking care of most of his family because they knew he was a millionaire. He said most of my family started quitting their job because, hey, they felt that I was obligated to spend my money to take care of them. This man was running around with a whole cast on his foot on crutches on the stage trying to perform and make money because he had so many people in his pocket. When all he had to do was say no. I don't have a problem saying no. Okay, I'm a very giving person. I give who I want to. I support who I want. But when I say no, it's no. And I don't feel no way about it because it's no. You're going to be told yes. Sometimes you're going to be told no. But you do have to get comfortable to where you can tell a person no. Because if you say yes all the time, you're going to be out and about. You're going to be out and without, rather. And the same people that you was telling yes to, okay, they're not going to be the ones to turn around and give you a yes or be able to help you. Because most of the time, people that you help like that, they don't remember when you were there for them. So sometimes you got to throw a no or two in there to let people know you're not gonna get all the yes from me. You're not gonna have me down and out, and then I don't have shit over here, knowing I cannot come back and help you or come back and get it from you. You got to tell people no sometimes. So I agree with that. Let's move along. All right. Oh, yeah, we gotta watch this. Let's minimize it. All right, yeah. So Susan Lawrence, let's get into her. Susan Lawrence, the lady who unalived AJ Owens, who pow her through the door. Y'all remember that whole case? She is now serving a very lengthy prison sentence. Let's get into her because now she has chosen to sue AJ Owens' mother and AJ Owens' children. Bitch, you pow this lady, and now you turn around. This further shows me that she has no apology for what she did to this woman. Okay, this is sad. Let's go ahead and get into this. Shout out to Fox 35 Orlando. All right, she's trying to sue this woman's children. They're already still grieving, mind you, because you unalived their mother. But now you turn around trying to sue the grandma and the damn kids. Let's get into this.
With a story where a handwritten note from prison detailing potential plans for a lawsuit. And this in connection with a case that is getting a lot of renewed attention thanks to a Netflix documentary. I'm bringing in Fox 35's Stephanie Buppamonte, who joins me live now via Zoom. And Stephanie, we're talking about Susan Lawrence, this case out of Marion County that I know many people in our area are familiar with. But let us know about this handwritten note that was filed and what that tells us, what Susan Lawrence is looking for here.
Hello, Garrett. So here's the note. I printed it out, but this is the note that was sent. You can see, like you were saying, it was handwritten by Susan Lawrence. She was just a little bit of the backstory. So she was found guilty of manslaughter with a firearm. She was sentenced to 25 years in prison. And the family, after that happened for killing AJ Owens, and her family sued her for wrongful death. And now since that, she has then written this letter, saying that this is a defamation of character. And so some of these things that she writes in here, she says, just to read it out, she says that her Advocate Owens' children had lied to her. There was part of the case had talked about how her children had that Susan Lawrence had hit one of her children, a 10-year-old boy, with a roller skate. And she was saying, that did not happen. And in the courtroom, it actually came forth that her son said the roller skate was near him, not actually that it hit him. So just a lot of things here that she's claiming after she was already sentenced to 25 years prison.
Is there merit to this? Is this something that
No.
could move forward?
We'll have to see, right? I mean,
No.
she's bringing up a lot of the things that had already been brought up in the courtroom. So it's a lot of a repeat of that. But she is saying that there is slander, defamation of character, and that she wants $150,000 because of that. So she wrote, I want to now countersue for slander, libel, and defamation of character for damages that exceed $150,000. Saying that she's individually doing this to her Adjika Owens' children, and then also her mother, who we had heard a lot from, inside the courtroom and then outside as well, as we've interviewed her multiple times.
And this is, you mentioned her letter saying countersue, this because we do know that the family members of Adjika Owens are suing her for a wrongful death.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So after that happened, that's when this letter came out. And then we also know that there's now been this Netflix documentary that came out that's gotten a lot of attention. But this,
if you guys have not seen it, it's called The Perfect Neighbor on Netflix. That would give you more insight to how this situation came about, to how Miss A.J. Owens lost her life, and how there was a lot of, I'm going to say, harassment from this Susan Lawrence, all right, in terms of the children trying to be children, and how she was repeatedly calling the police on them, which is another form of harassment. Y'all know you can do that. But now that the family, A.J. Owens' family, have decided to file a wrongful death lawsuit against Susan Lawrence, now she's coming back and trying to file a defamation lawsuit against the family and or children of A.J. Owens, and she's asking for $150,000. Bitch, no.
Letter was before that, so we'll have to see what comes from that. And so a lot of attention on this case already. And then when you see a handwritten letter like this from someone who's in prison, it does, catch your eye. And let me just read a few more things that were in here. I'm just reading this right now. One of the other things she wrote in this letter, Adjika Owens and her children were trespassing. There were multiple no trespassing signs on property. Miss Owens did, in fact, scream, threaten to beat me multiple times while trespassing. And so the backstory there is that prosecutors said that Lawrence had fired her gun through a closed apartment front door when Adjika Owens tried to confront her about that roller skate that I had mentioned, that allegedly she had thrown the roller skate at her 10-year-old son. And more of the backstory is that there had been a back and forth. She had called the sheriff's office multiple times for the kids simply playing outside and stuff. So there had been a back and forth with this. And then, of course, ultimately, tragically, Adjika Owens lost her life when Susan Lawrence fired the gun through that front door.
So that's really all we need to play from that. What do you guys think about that? That Susan Lawrence is now turning around trying to sue the family after they're trying to file a lawsuit against her for wrongful death, which you did take the life of the kid's mother, and you took the life of the mother of A.J. Owens. I mean, the daughter of A.J. Owens. So, yeah, they should definitely be entitled to that, because these children are now growing up without their mother. And she was doing what any mother would do if someone may have assaulted or maybe screamed at her child. She's going over to see what's going on and ask questions. And I feel like that's what she was doing. And this lady was trying to say, oh, I fear for my life. How? You're behind a locked door. This woman did not have a weapon. Okay. You refused to open the door to have a woman-to-woman conversation with her after you were the aggressor and called the police multiple times on this lady, but you chose to take her life and then act like, oh my God, I was so afraid. I thought she was going to do something or try to unalive me. Like, cut the shit. I'm glad that the justice system saw through that and gave her 25 years. And of course, they did a documentary. Of course, she was saying too, she felt she should have been paid for the documentary. Yeah, no, you're in jail. No, ma'am. They're definitely going to tell that story. No more than what's the guy's name? Jeffrey Dahmer. He didn't get shit either when they did the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary. So no, ma'am, you will not get a dime from that. Their story definitely deserved to be told. And I feel like she's upset because people are actually seeing the type of person that she is. And let's not forget her sister. I told you guys her sister is also getting ready to be in court for child abuse and some other things as related to her child who was disabled as well, that she was not taking care of the child and properly feeding the child. Susan Lawrence's sister. Okay, because we covered that as well. So it's definitely in your bloodline, ma'am. Something's really wrong with you, and I hope she don't get a fucking dime. 150,000, bitch, you in prison for 25 years. Okay, you probably, how old are you? You definitely got to be what, in your 50s, 60s, in 25 years, baby? No, ma'am. You probably ain't gonna live to even see no 150,000 if you actually get it, which I don't think you will. But you guys can read up more on that at your leisure, okay? And please go over and watch the documentary if you've not done so. Let's get into the next topic because I gotta speed along, honey. Gotta speed along. This topic here kind of broke my heart a little bit because this is kind of unheard of. Grandmothers are seen as big mamas. All right, we call them big mamas. People who are like a second parent to us. Okay, but it's unheard of when a grandchild takes out a grandmother, okay, by way of physical violence. Let's call it that. Let's go ahead and I got to put my banner up for this one, guys. I did want to share this topic. I went back and forth on if I wanted to, but I said yes, I will. We're going to definitely use it as a teaching moment. I hope no one is going to be cringed out or triggered by this, but in case you do, we do have our trigger warning banner up. So let's go ahead and get into this topic. All right. Devastating. A 17-year-old is charged with first-degree unaliving after beating his grandmother to being unalive in their local church. Now, if you can't go to church, child, praise the Lord, and you go there and be assaulted and lose your life, what is this world coming to? By your own grandchild, to be exact. Let's get into this topic. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk.
Are setting in Monroe County tonight after a woman was killed at a local church. And new this hour, we just received the mugshot of the young man accused of killing his grandmother. This is 17-year-old Jaden Hamilton. Sheriff Kevin Crook says he confessed to the crime. WTVA's Tanaya McQueen joins us live in the studio. Tanaya, how is the community taking this?
People in Athens find it hard to believe that something so tragic happened on church grounds. 73-year-old Ollie Hamilton was attacked by her own 17-year-old grandson at Smith's Chapel Holiness Church. The Athens community is saddened by this tragedy. I spoke with a local pastor and law enforcement who are still shaken up. Monroe County Sheriff Crook is investigating this, and even for him, this case hits hard.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I know a lot of those folks in that community, went to school with them, just out there last night trying to do our job, and at the same time, hug them and assure them, we're going to do our best. And then to have it end up the way it did, as far as who got charged, I mean, it's just tough all the way around.
He feels for the future of this community and hopes for a solution.
I can say what the solution I think is, and I think every time I say that I get jumped on for it, but the Lord Jesus come on back one day because this world's just getting worse.
Crook says the incident was very unfortunate as she was very loved by her community.
Just from last night, I mean, a pillar of the community, a pillar of the church, somebody that a lot of people counted on and depended on and have been faithful, to serve in that community for a long time. So I mean, it was obvious she was well done.
Pastor of Big Hill United Methodist Church says these things are disturbing to hear about.
It's a terrible situation, and I have a prayer to go out to the family. And I think really what is going to have to come back to the parents, going to have to start back teaching that church and talking to that church. And the young people got to understand when you go out and take a life, you're stealing from God. And when you steal that life from God, then God going to deal with you.
He feels everyone in the community should come together and start praying. As we mentioned, Jaden Hamilton confessed to the crime. Live in the studio, Tanaya McQueen, WTVA 9 News.
Are setting in Monroe.
That's so sad. Again, you would never think my grandmother's still here. I thank God for that. I would never ever get that mad to where if my grandmother says something to me, whatever the case may be, to put my hands on her, to assault her in any way, shape, or form. These new age kids, I keep saying they are different than how we were raised. And a lot of it has to do with them taking prayers out of school and the police and the law enforcement taking away discipline from the parents, to where parents, you can't really discipline your kids now. And I'm not saying, let's go ahead and say this. There is a difference between discipline and abuse. But at the end of the day, you should be able to discipline your child. A lot of kids do shit now because they know they can't be disciplined because of the law. They can call 911 and say, hey, my mom hit me. And and then the police will come and reprimand and or arrest the parent. But it should be, the law should be a little bit lighter to where parents can discipline their children. I feel like that's why a lot of children are so out of control right now with talking back to parents, with raising their hands to their parents, grabbing a weapon towards their parent, because there's no discipline in the home, because they're restricted from being from doing that in fear of being arrested. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. These children are from a different breed. These children have no respect for authority. These children do not respect adults. And at the end of the day, again, and I'm going to keep preaching it on this channel, parents, we got to step it up. We've got to step it up and raise our children to have respect. Okay. I was raised in a home where yes, ma'am, no, sir. Okay. You don't do no yeah. Yeah would get you slapped growing up in my household. Okay. I was raised in a very old school setting, and I feel like, and I'm not saying run around slapping your kids. I'm not saying that. That's how I was raised, where, you know, I had to get, you know, and I'm to this day, I'm respectful, you know, with adults. But at the end of the day, these kids have no respect. They go to school. They are so out of control. They talk crazy to the teacher, bowing up at the teacher. If the teacher tell them to do something or not do something, they running up in their face wanting to fight. Like, what is going on with these kids? It's like some type of demonic spirit is just like raging in these kids nowadays. This child is 17 years old. He will forever probably be sitting in prison for the rest of his life for taking out his grandmother. Like, this has to be the worst crime ever. Like, grandmothers are supposed to be the most respected. Like, that's crazy. Let's read. All right, so a young man is said to be tried as an adult. This is so sad. After the beating death of his grandmother that he confessed to. Okay, he looked like a kid. Look at his face. He even still look young. 17-year-old Jaden Hamilton is charged with first-degree unaliving after authorities say that he beat 73-year-old Ollie Hamilton to death inside Smith Chapel Holiness Church in Athens, Mississippi. Now, on Wednesday afternoon, paramedics responded to a call. When they arrived, they found the elderly woman's body near the church's kitchen. Okay, this is so sad. Now, during the investigation, witnesses mentioned that a young man was seeking help for the woman. Additional clues led authorities to Jaden Hamilton, who later confessed to the horrific act during questioning. No clear motive has been revealed. The community is devastated. Now, Ollie Hamilton was said to be a true pillar of the church. He's probably trying to tell him that he couldn't do something or correct his behavior. And he probably caught an attitude and put hands on her. And that's so sad. They said this is sick. The teen is now being held on a $500,000 bond. Okay. He needs to sit right there, honey. His bond need to be higher than that. He do not need to be out. He needs to sit and think about what he did, because that was horrific. Your grandmother, baby, was trying to probably teach you the right way to go. If they say she was a pillar in the church, in the community, I'm pretty sure she was trying to instill some values into you that you were definitely going to need later on in life. But you took her life, and now you're probably going to spend your life in prison for doing exactly what you did. So shout out to the police officers for getting this person out. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous, and that goes for anybody else, honey. Teach your kids the right way to go. Teach them to be respectful towards adults. When I was growing up, any adult could tell you what to do. I'm gonna say it again. Any adult could tell you what to do, right or wrong. But nowadays you have people who don't want you to say nothing to their kids. They don't want you to, correct them. And you have, older people are scared to approach these younger kids now because they have no respect. They'll run up and punch an old or elderly person because they have no respect. So it has to get back to that, or we're going to have prisons full of young people who are wasting their lives away over a moment. It don't take a moment. Okay. You are wasting your life over a moment. I'm pretty sure this young man is sitting in jail right now. Like, damn, why did I do that to grandma? Like, why did I take that approach to grandma? Okay. But now it's too late. But let's move on. That's sad. Let me take my trigger warning banner down. That is sad. We got to teach our kids better. All right. Got to teach our kids better. Let's move along. I'm going to skip that and come back because my show is getting a little too long, child. We got to chop it down. All right. Let's get into this Epstein news. All right. Let's get into this Epstein news because I definitely want to talk about that. All right. So, y'all know they talked about Prince Andrews. We talked about him the other day, where the royal family has stripped him from all of his royal duties. He's even been kicked out of the home that he was staying in up over there, child. He was like, yeah, get your shit and get up out of here. We don't want you in here. You ain't no prince no more. They stripped him from being prince. So he's just Andrew over there now. Okay, Andrew. So let's go ahead and get into it because now they are after him. Y'all know he paid his way out of said situation with Epstein. He paid his victims or whatever, but they obviously the justice system is like, yeah, that's not enough. So they're spinning the block on him because, and I read the other day too, that 22 prostitutes were ordered in a matter of days with Prince Andrew. Did y'all know that? This motherfucker right here is a pedo, if you will. But let's get into this. Shout out to Sky News. It says that lawyer Spencer Coven, who previously represented 9 of Jeffrey Epstein's victims, says that Andrew Mountain Windsor, which is Prince Andrew formerly, should subject himself to authorities in the U.S. and face questioning about his time with the disgraced financer by Congress. Y'all know who the financer is Jeffrey Epstein. The former prince has been stripped of all royal titles and told to surrender his lease on the Royal Lodge in Windsor. So they're stripping him from everything, including his roof over his head. Let's continue.
Andrew should step forward, be a man, subject himself to authorities here in the U.S. and the questioning by the Congress to talk about his time with Jeffrey Epstein. I think it's important for Andrew specifically to testify and to hold himself subject to the laws of both the UK jurisdiction and the US jurisdiction. And I think it's important for the victims, because victims across the world, whether it's victims of Jeffrey Epstein or some unknown abuser somewhere else in this world, it's important to see that justice does not bow to anyone, including royalty. Andrew should step forward.
All right, so the young woman that you guys just saw here in this video is Virginia Godfrey. She's no longer with us. She was hit by a bus and unalived. I feel like that may have been orchestrated because of this case. But y'all know Prince Andrew was saying, oh, I don't even know her. I've never been with her. Nothing sex will never happen. Well, she had a good old picture that was taken with her, Jeffrey Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell, who is now serving 20 some odd years in prison for her role in recruiting the young girls to be with Epstein and other adult officials. Let's say it that way. So if it wasn't for the picture being brought out with Prince Andrew in the picture with his arm around this 15-year-old at the time, then his ass probably would have got away with it. So he chose to cough up a lot of money to get out of this situation. But now they're asking that he submit himself over to the U.S. and face these charges for inappropriate behavior with young girls. Let's continue. All right. We're going to talk about this Epstein shit. I'm ready for these files to be released because, baby, I feel like it's going to be some stuff up in there that we all need to know. I'm interested to know. I love stuff like this. All right. Cases and shit like that. That's right up my alley. I love it. All right. So this person here, I feel, is covering up for Trump, Kash Patel. All right. So the FBI director, Kash Patel, has shouted at Democrat Representative Pramila Jayapal over questions about convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. I feel like he knows more than he is speaking of. I feel like he is protecting Trump in some type of way. There are pictures that show Trump with Epstein and some younger girls back in the day. I've seen them. I feel like Trump may be guilty and he may have paid some money out. I'm gonna say allegedly because we haven't seen any transactions, but I do feel that maybe this Kash Patel person may have taken some undercover or under the table payments in order to speak and or take up for Trump. All right, let's get into it. And I feel like he can't answer any straight questions that's been asked to him because of that. Now, they said it's the second day in a row that he has clashed with Congress during a hearing. Let's get into this because I wanted to show you guys this. Shout out to Sky News as well.
Answer yes or no to whether or not you met with these women who were sexually abused and raped. Victims of the Jeffrey Epstein horrific trafficking ring. Are they credible?
Any person with information about ongoing sexual trafficking.
I'm asking you if they're credible.
Ma'am, I'm commenting on the evidence we have. But we have routinely asked for people to come forward with more evidence and we will look at it.
These are women who came to the Hill and testified that they were groomed and raped at the age of 14 and 16 years old, and they called to meet with the president and to meet with the FBI and to have people investigate their claims. Some of them have never testified before. If you are so interested in getting the public to submit any information, why have you not met with them? You said you haven't met with them. Have you met with them? I'll give you one more chance.
My job as the FBI director is to
Is
invite
the
all
answer yes or no
leads.
to whether or not you met with these women who were sexually abused and raped?
Any insinuation by you or any
What
people
is
on
the
your
end?
side that I am not manhunting child predators and sex traffickers, just look at the
Mr.
stats.
Patel,
And you talk
Mr.
about
Chairman,
cover-ups, man.
Mr. Chairman,
you
this
talk
is
about
my time,
cover-ups.
and I will take
Why
as much time as
Where
I
were
want.
you
Instruct
during the Obama
the
and
witness,
Biden
Mr.
administrations
Chairman.
when these so-called
Instruct the
cover-ups were
witness.
going on?
Mr.
Why didn't
Chairman.
anyone in those administrations talk to any of these
Mr.
purported
Chairman.
witnesses?
Let's
I
get
have
some regular order,
welcomed
Mr.
every
Chairman.
single person to provide credible information. All
Answer yes or no.
He cannot even answer yes or no questions. Anytime a person always take the long way around when you ask them a simple yes or no, it's given that you're trying to hide and you're trying to lie. That's what it's given. It's a simple yes or no. Did you meet with them? Did you take any statements from them? These girls, and why they meet with the president, the person who is said to be also guilty in said situation. Of course, he ain't gonna follow up on it because he's involved. Allegedly. What is wrong with this man? He needs to be stripped of his title as well. Because I feel like he's helping cover up some very pertinent information from this damn Epstein case. And I am definitely not feeling his ass. Let's move on because I got some more shit on him. Let's go because he about to get told off right here. Oh, yes, honey. Woo. I said, yeah, we're going to talk about this. All right. He about to get told off right here. This is my favorite part here. I had to show this, y'all. Y'all know this Epstein case is about to be blown. About to be blown up. All right, and it's gonna be a lot of names that y'all didn't think was on this damn list is gonna be on this list. And I think this motherfucker right here needs to be taken up out of office because I think he's covering up, and he may have, and I'm saying may have because I don't have the proof. I feel like he may have taken some money under the table by Trump, allegedly, to keep quiet and to help cover up some of the bullshit that he knows about. Because you're not doing enough to find out and or help the victims as they're trying to come forward with this damn list. Because remember before they were saying there's not a list. Now all of a sudden there's a list. And you're only saying that because the victims are coming forward saying if y'all not going to put this list out there, then damn it, we're gonna do it. If you guys are not, if Congress is not gonna put this list out there with Jeffrey Epstein, then we're just gonna come forward and say, hey, we were these are the people that were on this damn list. These are the people that was coming to Epstein Island and are R-wording us, if you will, or trafficking us, if you will. And I guarantee you Trump name got to be at the top of the damn list. Let's go ahead and get into this. Senator Cory Booker and FBI Director Kash Patel got into a heated exchange during Tuesday's Senate Judiciary Committee hearing after the New Jersey Democrats said that Patel's failure as a leader made Americans more vulnerable. Let's get into this. Baby.
The Bureau. But here's the thing, Mr. Patel. I think you're not going to be around long. I think this might be your last oversight hearing.
Come on.
Because as much as you supplicate yourself to the will of Donald Trump and not the Constitution of the United States of America, Donald Trump has shown us in his first term and in this term, he is not loyal to people like you. He will cut you loose. This may be the last time I have a hearing with you because I don't think you're long for your job. But I'm going to tell you this. I pray for you. I pray for you that you can step up and defend your oath, defend the Constitution, and do a much better job of defending this country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes, sir. That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is my
I follow
time.
you on your social media posts that
It is
tear
my
this country
time
apart.
to address
There should be a
your
unifying-
falsehoods.
Oh,
You are an
you can try
embarrassment
all
to the
you
division
want
in this country.
to not take
It is my
responsibility
time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir, you're
Your
making
time
a
is
mockery of this
over.
committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
You
The
know how
people
far
of New
we've
Jersey
come
tell me
since
what my
you
time is.
Come
You
on.
can't lecture me.
You can tell me
Sir,
my time's over?
You may be in charge of the
I'm not
FBI,
going anywhere.
but I am not afraid of you,
Mr. Chairman.
Not afraid of you. I don't think you're fit to hand the Bureau, but here's the thing, Mr. Patel. I think you're.
That's how you shut a bitch down. Okay. I love stuff like this. He was trying to because he know exactly what Senator Booker was trying to say to his ass. He's not been doing what he's supposed to do in his damn job. All right. He's more present on social media and doing the same shit that Trump like to do. These little games and these little posts and shit on social media versus doing his damn job. And he got called out for it. And then you try to overtalk the man so that he couldn't get the message out there. But he still let him know, bitch, you don't tell me when my time is up, okay? Everybody else tell me my time is up. Your ass don't get to tell me that. All right?
You're not going to be around long.
Oh, God.
I think this might be your last oversight hearing. Because as much as you supplicate yourself to the will of Donald Trump and not the Constitution of the United States of America, Donald Trump has shown us in his first term and in this term, he is not loyal to people like you. He will cut you loose. This may be the last time I have a hearing with you because I don't think you're long for your job. But I'm going to tell you this. I pray for you. I pray for you that you can step up and defend your oath, defend the Constitution, and do a much better job of defending this country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes,
at this
sir.
point?
That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is
I
my
follow
time.
you on your social media posts that
It is
tear
my
this country
time
apart.
to
There
address
should be a
your
unifying-
falsehoods.
Oh,
You are an
you can try
embarrassment
all
to the
you
division
want
in this country.
to not
Senator,
take
it is my
responsibility
time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir, you're
Your
making
time
a
is
mockery of this
over.
committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
You
The
know how
people
far
of New
we've
Jersey
come
tell me
since
what my
you
time is.
Senator,
You can't lecture me.
You can tell me
Sir,
my time's over?
You may be the charge of the
I'm not
FBI,
going anywhere.
but I am not afraid of you, sir.
Mr. Chairman.
Not afraid of you. I don't think you're fit to him the bureau, but here's
Told your ass, didn't he? I love it, honey. Ooh, they need to get rid of Cash Patel, baby. You can get your ass out of office because you ain't doing shit while you in there. But kissing Trump's ass, and that's a lot of kissing. All right, last thing. We're gonna get into this last piece, and then we're gonna let you guys go because I gotta go as well. All right. Y'all know I love stuff like this. All right. So breaking news, honey. Representative Dan Goldman just grilled Cash Patel. We still on Cash Patel, honey, and exposed his bullish lies about covering up for Donald Trump by hiding the Epstien files. Why would he do that when you are about the Americans, okay, and their country, the Americans and the country, but you hiding files? Let me find out. All right, so please stop what you're doing and watch this entire exchange. All right, he about to get read down again. Let's get into this, honey. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. We're gonna end on this note. Okay, we're gonna end on a high note with this. Cash will tell you full of shit, and they about to read you down again, and I'm here for it. All right, so let's go. Can y'all not see? Let me stop because it's saying here stop sharing. So it's appearing that it's sharing. Let me refresh. Hold on. It's saying that it's sharing. Hold on. Let me try it again. We're having an issue here. Let's stop sharing and reshare because it's saying that it's sharing. My apologies. It ain't me, I promise. It's saying stop sharing. So that means I'm sharing. All right, let's give it a second. Can y'all see anything? Okay. All right, let's go. Here we go.
You are hiding the Epstein files, Mr.
Time of the
Patel.
gentleman is expired.
You are part of the cover-up. Mr. Patel, does Donald Trump appear anywhere in the Epstein files?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
It's not a complicated question. Does Donald Trump appear anywhere in the Epstein files?
I didn't say it was a complicated question. I just didn't hear you, so my apologies. We have released where President Trump's name's in the Epstein files and everybody else, and all credible information that we are legally allowed to release has been released.
All right, so let's go through that. You're referring to court orders that prohibit you from releasing grand jury testimony under Rule 6E.
Can everyone hear and see? Y'all saying yes? Yeah, okay.
Is that what you're referring to when you say as the law allows?
That's a piece of it.
Really? What other evidence do those three court orders you cited prohibit from being released?
Information that was collected pursuant to those search warrants that were limited in fashion.
Wrong. That's not what the court order says, and that's not under 6E.
The overwhelming majority of that video is pornographic material that was downloaded from the internet and child sexual abuse material. We will never release that.
Well, as you should not release the victims. But if there are videos that relate to others who Epstein trafficked to, such as maybe Prince Andrew, or photographs, that you have total control to release. Let's talk about the witness interviews, 302s of witness interviews. Those are not subject to the court order. Those are not subject to any fictional sealed order for a search warrant. Why aren't you releasing those with the redacted names of the victims?
We are releasing as much as legally allowed. That's why we went back to
How
the
is that?
courts.
How is that not legally allowed?
Sir, do you know how court orders work? Do you know how protective orders
Actually,
work? Do you know how
Mr.
sealing
Patel,
orders
I was a
work?
prosecutor, a real prosecutor for 10 years. I know exactly
so I was a
court
fake one?
orders. And I want to understand what the court order prevents you from releasing witness statements that the FBI took.
You should know that as a real prosecutor, when the court hand downs a protective order and a motion to seal, the material is sealed unless
So
that
your
judge
testimony
waives
here
it.
is that all of those witness statements are under a court order, a protective order.
We are providing everything we can legally provide.
No, that's not my
Congress has
question.
sent us a
My
subpoena.
question is, why are those witness statements that are not grand jury testimony, that if they were under a protective order are no longer under a protective order, why are they not being released?
How are they not under a protective
Why
order?
are you not going to the court like you did for the grand jury testimony to unseal those records?
The DOJ did go to the court.
No, not on those records. Why aren't you going? You just went on grand jury.
Mind you, he works for Trump, the same person who said that there were no files, and that there was no Epstein list. Okay? Mind you, this is the same person who works very closely with Trump, who said there is no evidence, there's no list. So why are you going and saying that you're submitting this to the courts when there's no list and there's
Time of the gentleman is expired.
You are hiding the Epstein files, Mr.
Time of the
Patel.
gentleman is expired.
You are part of the cover-up. Mr. Patel, does Donald Trump appear
I said the same shit.
anywhere in the Epstein files?
And he knows, mind you, he knows what's in all of these files, but he can never get a straight answer, especially when Trump's name is mentioned. He will not say that Trump's name is listed in the files. They're asking him verbatim.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Now you can't hear.
Not a complicated question. Does Donald Trump appear anywhere in the Epstein files?
I didn't say it was a complicated question. I just didn't hear you, so my apologies. We have released where President Trump's name's in the Epstein files and everybody else, and all credible information that we are legally allowed to release has been released.
All right, so let's go through that. You're referring to court orders that prohibit you from releasing grand jury testimony under Rule 6E. Is that what you're referring to when you say as the law allows?
That's a piece of it.
Really? What other evidence do those three court orders you cited prohibit from being released?
Information that was collected pursuant to those search warrants that were limited
Wrong.
in fashion.
Wrong. That's not what the court order says, and that's not under 6E.
The overwhelming majority of that video is pornographic material that was downloaded from the internet and child sexual abuse.
So if you guys know anything about court stuff, I watch a lot of court stuff. Some of these things, or most, if not all of these videos, being that they are still minors, can still be released and or given over, but they put this black thing over it to show, well, not show said person, or because they are minors, okay? Because you can't show minors, especially in, child porn. But you could have blocked out all of those and still submitted those. Why not do that? They made no effort to do it. Why? Because maybe Trump was in some of those videos. Again, I feel like, and they're saying it here, that he's hiding and or protecting Trump. I feel like he knows more than he's saying. I feel like he's seen something that maybe he wasn't supposed to see and was probably paid to keep quiet, which is why he's keeping this whole tight lip when it comes to any questions related to Trump. That's what it's giving me, okay? They don't want to release the files because I feel like Trump is all up and through them files. And that's going to be one of the things that's probably going to get his ass impeached. They've been looking for ways to get him impeached. All this other shit that he's been doing while he's in office, with the planes falling from the sky, SNAP benefits being cut when there's emergency funding, we can keep going. This shit right here with this Epstein stuff, which is the reason why Trump said this don't even exist, when it does. We're sitting here listening in real time where they're saying, oh, it's a whole case that's going on with this Epstein stuff. And why are files not being released when the president said there are no files? This shit is weird. How do you have the case when there's no, you said there's no evidence, but there's evidence that you said you can't release? Weird.
Abuse material. We will never release that.
Well, as you should not release the victims. But if there are videos that relate to others who Epstein trafficked to, such as maybe Prince Andrew, or photographs, that you have total control to release. Let's talk about the witness.
Now we do know, I hate to keep stopping it. We do know Prince Andrew paid out a very substantial amount of money to make some shit go away, including some, if not most of the victims that started talking, including Virginia Giuffre. She received a nice little payout as well. Okay. And a part of her payout and or agreement was that she would not speak on the case after that happened. She did put out a book, which is probably why she's not here anymore. She was hit by a bus. I find that weird. After she put out a book, she get hit by a bus. Weird, right? So now, Cash Patel, now you need to answer the questions in terms of why, if now that they're saying that Prince Andrew may be on some of these videos, I feel like Trump is as well, because Trump, they're saying, did visit Epstein Island many, many times. If you guys have not seen the documentary, which is also out there about Epstein, there is a documentary about Epstein. Will definitely be an eye opener for those of you that are very behind on this case. Let's continue.
Witness interviews, 302s of witness interviews. Those are not subject to the court order. Those are not subject to any fictional sealed order for a search warrant. Why aren't you releasing those with the redacted names of the victims?
We are releasing as much as legally allowed. That's why we went back to
how
the
is
courts.
that? How is that not legally allowed?
Sir, do you know how court orders work? Do you know how protective orders
Actually,
work? Do you know how
Mr.
sealing
Patel,
orders
I was a prosecutor, a real prosecutor for 10 years. I know exactly how.
So I was a
court
fake
orders.
one?
And I want to understand what the court order prevents you from releasing witness statements that the FBI took.
You should know that as a real prosecutor, when the court hand downs a protective order and a motion to seal, the material is sealed unless
So
that
your
judge
testimony
waives
here
it.
is that all of those witness statements are under a court order, a protective order.
We are providing
Yes or no?
everything we can legally provide.
No, that's not my
Congress has
question.
sent us a
My
subpoena.
question is, why are those witness statements that are not grand jury testimony, that if they were under a protective order are no longer under a protective order, why are they not being released?
How are they not under a protective
Why
order?
are you not going to the court like you did for the grand jury testimony to unseal those records?
The DOJ did go to the court.
No, not on those records. Why aren't you going? You just went on grand jury.
Time of the gentleman has expired.
You are hiding the Epstein files,
Time
Mr.
of the
Patel.
gentleman has expired.
You are part of the cover-up.
Boom. Didn't we just say that? Look at the Lord. All right, so as you guys can see, if y'all want to look more into it, if you guys go to Call to Activism, rather, there are many videos out there that also discuss this Cash Patel situation. So that was Representative Dan Goldman, okay, who just grilled Cash Patel and exposed the bullish and lies about covering up for Donald Trump by hiding the Epstein files. Y'all can go look at that a little bit more. There's plenty of videos out there that you can look at to better educate yourself on this Epstein situation. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. All right, I told you I was gonna pull some real good topics, and I hope y'all enjoyed them all. Please go ahead and sound off in the comments on all the topics that we discussed. Also, don't forget to share the video, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. As you guys can see, we try to keep you guys. Is she 55? Well, I thought Naomi Campbell was like in her 70s. My bad. Thank you so much for correcting me, Miss Linda Haney. Okay. But shout out to all of my Caramelians and everyone in the chat watching, everyone in the bushes. Okay. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please, you can share the video if you like as well. Please don't forget to set your notifications so you'll know when I go live. I will be doing a pop-in today, midday pop-in, as I always do. Shout out to my top flight Mars, True TV Podcast, Tower, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job of modding. Thank you to my usuals. Content creators for stopping by. Schoolboy, thank you so much. Jonetta Speaks, Simple Mom Family TV, Miss Dee, JCD Creation, Shay P if you're in the building, Shay Renee if you're here, Queen Speaks TV. Thank y'all so much for being here. Mods, let me know if I missed any content creators before we get out of here. I don't want to hold you guys up here anymore because I gotta go, y'all. I got shit to do. All right. Nobody. Okay, well, we're gonna get on out of here. Y'all have a wonderful Tuesday. And I will see you guys for the next video. Okay, keep your notifications on. Tap on that like for me until the next video. Bye. you.